Hello, everyone. How many of you remember the pepper soup story about how a girl, according to the story that was out there, that this girl had issues with her boyfriend and then she made pepper soup for him and she took that pepper soup to him. He ate the pepper soup. Uh, Unfortunately, that he wasn't the only one that ate the pepper soup. His other friends also ate the pepper soup and they died. I think about 4 people died in that whole thing. And I'm sure you remember it because it was all over Nigeria. It was, for some, it was opportunity for them to make their skits. It was the joke of the day, pepper soup joke. There were all these issues about women, about what, in short, almost at one time, literally every woman was you they were questioned whether you are a pepper soup, whatever. However, honestly, that period, I was just so, I don't know, I can't even describe how I felt within that period. Because I was like, how can a nation just run with one story without questioning anything? You understand? They were, if you saw that whole picture of the where they showed of those people who had that issue, you see them, they were lying down in one place. And although there were a few people who were asking those questions to say, look, how are you sure it's pepper soup they ate? Just because someone said they ate pepper soup, how are you sure it's pepper soup they ate? First of all, they were all lying down on the bed, asleep peacefully. If it's pepper soup you ate, you understand, that poison you somehow, it's going to make you, your tummy is going to pain you, or you're going to foam in your mouth, or you're going to be in one, whether when you were in pain, you were shut down. You can't just eat pepper soup and then you just lie down. Except the poison was the sleeping, this thing that the fact that nobody was, a lot of people weren't questioning that, they were ready to run with it, was one thing that just made me, I was like, oh my goodness. Some people, there were even some that was like, look, it could have been generator fumes, it could have been, because I followed this thing, the conversation quite keenly. But guess what? I just saw a video report now where a video coverage of the girl and her lawyers and everything saying she had been deemed innocent. That what actually killed those people was the generator fumes and not pepper soup that they eat. And literally, they wanted to lynch this girl. They were almost ready to burn her house. This is how they would have killed an innocent person just because someone said that, oh, she was the one that had done this thing. Let me not talk too much. Just take a look at this video.
The boy that died, his best friend is in Japan, posted me wanted. It was my friend that screenshotted it and showed me that anybody that see me will give the person 500,000. And they said I'm the one that poisoned them. So we're now going to the police station to report. On our way going, the same agent as Japan and his friend now blocked the road. And they said they want to kill me, that I'm the one that cooked pepper soup.
Counsel to the accused, Ibude Osawoyi said he decided to pick up the case after being convinced by some friends, mostly human rights activists, and discovered that the girl was framed, a situation that made DPP let her go since the death of the boys was attributed to generator fumes left inside where they slept.
Yes, because of her age, they could not take her to prison, so that was why she was now remanded to welfare. Having looked at the case file, and we saw that there was really nothing linking her. One of the victim's father said she never came to the house on that day.
Father of the girl, Mr. Suleiman, said it was truly a harrowing and agonizing experience. Roy Orimabo, a human rights activist, one of those who drew the attention of the council to intervene.
When I reached there, the place was just like a market square. The first thing I saw is 4 liters with petrol. They wanted to burn the house and the girl. I saw my language people there, and I said I should calm down because they don't know me.
When I saw the message, the information on the internet, I was very
bothered.
It was also a very
you give people
pepper soup. Family of the freed how to press charges against the said in Japan that then
is it a bomb burner?
No. Fosa one way.
I'm not for nothing for not.
Oh my goodness, that is how an innocent girl would just have been killed just like that. You know, people trying to take the laws into their hands, you know, the jungle treatment. Thank God she's here to talk about her story. I know the number of people that will still carry, that will not even see this whole, the fact that she's been cleared of the charges and all of that. There are many people who are not going to see that. This is something that is going to be shared for the next decades, where they'll be talking about, oh, one girl that, killed her boyfriend with pepper soup and all of that. For me, it was just of looking at the fact that nobody was questioning details. Nobody was saying, okay, this thing doesn't look the way it seems it's being said. Everybody was just ready to run with one whole story. Who was there that they brought this friend that said it was pepper soup? Was he there? Is it that they brought the pepper soup, he didn't eat the pepper soup? Now, but how was that conclusion? It's just so unbelievable how people are ready to carry stories without questioning it. And you see it happening more and more. I don't know whether it has to do with our educational system and the way we were brought up, where we're not allowed to question anything. You were just supposed to accept everything that you hear. Because even sometimes critical thinking is being punished in school. When your lecturer will do one thing, you will give another angle to it, and the next thing you are hearing is that, oh, you didn't say it the way I said it. What is learning about if it's not for me to look for another angle and tell you this might be it, and for you to really interrogate it? You also have issues like in the house where as a child, maybe you are told that whatever your parents say, you just have to go along with it. You cannot dare question it, and if you question it, you are said to be a stubborn child or a disrespectful child and all of that. So all of these things have sort of like literally killed our thinking capacity, and so people just accept anything that they hear anyhow and just run with it. That's just the heartbreaking, situation that happened with this one. The people who were trying to interrogate and say, look, hey guys, wait a minute, why is it? I knew there were some who suggested that this might be generator fumes. There were some who suggested that, look, they're lying down in bed. They didn't try to go to hospital. They didn't try to open the door. They didn't try to do anything. They were just sleeping. You could see like somebody's passing away in their sleep. That was how they were. If it's pepper soup, if it's poison, somehow the poison doesn't has a way of reacting with your system. You're either going to be having stomach ache or you're having one thing or the other. It's not that this one that you just go and lie down, in that way. For those people who even made those interrogations, some people attacked them. Some people are like, oh yeah, this is this, you guys are this, you guys are all of that. But for me, the most even heartbreaking part of it was how it became the butt of jokes. It became things, kit makers were doing their thing, everybody was doing a pepper soup story. It just became, it's just like a joke. I don't know, as Nigerians, it's almost as if one of the things, our coping mechanism, one of the things we use to cope against trauma or grief or hardship or pain is jokes. So the moment we are able to joke about everything, it's okay. We just mask the pain and just look for something to joke about and just continue moving on and just let the pain be there. We don't want to face our pains, our grief. We don't want to interrogate them. Probably maybe because it makes us feel that we then need to take action to prevent it one way or the other. So it's always easier for us to joke with it. That was what happened throughout that period. There were a lot of jokes that were going on, pepper soup jokes and all of that. I didn't find them funny because it was so heartbreaking. People had died. But then, hey, that probably is Nigerian coping mechanism. I've just learned to sometimes just deal with that and just let things be. But hey, this is what is there out now. Please let's be mindful when things come out. It's okay to interrogate things. It's okay to say, this thing doesn't add up. Why is one thing or the other, not making sense in it all? Thank you so much for watching. Bye.